So today we're going to talk about the easiest way to buy gold. So perhaps you are time poor or just don't want to be investing a lot of time into learning about all the different coins and things like that. And you just want to know, the easiest way to get involved there and start accumulating some gold. So today I've picked up these two coins. I've got some more to show you as well. They are both bullion sovereigns. So we have a 2019 and a 2013. So these are just both bullion modern sovereigns, best value kind of coins. So if you are just looking for the quick and easy way to buy gold, if you like fractional gold, and if you're in the UK, I think sovereigns are probably one of the best bets. And for those, what I would tend to do is just go to whichever your preferred bullion dealer's website is and just buy the best value gold sovereign. It does work out more efficient usually to buy multiple. So some dealers, they offer like free postage if you like, so they include the postage in the price. So if you're buying just one coin, like one sovereign, and the postage cost to them is maybe like £6 or £7, then you've got to obviously factor that into the price. But if you're buying two coins, then that £6 or £7 is spread between the two coins. And then obviously if you're spreading it over 10 coins, it works out a little bit more efficient. But it depends on what you obviously want to spend. Now we'll put those two aside. Those are the two new ones today. These ones are some I already have, just have here to show you today in the video. And we've got a few different monarchs to look at while I talk through some ideas. So in terms of the idea of just cost averaging and the easiest way to accumulate gold, I would basically go to the dealer's website that I'm buying from, and I would just buy the sort of same amount every month for the easiest option. So maybe you're going to buy one sovereign a month or 4 sovereigns a month, whatever that number is for you. Maybe it's 10. It doesn't really matter on the number, but the idea is that you are consistent over time. You keep buying that set amount each month, and over time you're obviously going to accumulate more and more gold, but at the same time you're reducing the risk of buying at the highest point in the market. So today might be the highest gold price for the next 10 years. It might go down for 10 years, and today might be the highest point. So if you were to buy 100 sovereigns today, then that might be it. You might have bought them and you might be in the red until 10 years time. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe you're only looking to sell in like 20, 30, 40 years when you retire. But if it does go down, you sat in the red, maybe you sort of lose interest and think, no, God, I don't want to buy any more of this, it's losing me money. Whereas if what you do instead of buying all in one go is you just simply buy a sovereign each month and just gradually over time start to accumulate them, you're not exposed to one price point, you're exposed to all the price points throughout that whole time period. So you could end up buying some at the very bottom, some at the very top, and some in the middle. Now, coincidentally, my first ever sovereigns were the cheapest sovereigns ever bought, but I didn't know that at the time. And to be honest, most of my money goes into investing in other assets. So I'm buying, sovereigns and gold with like leftover cash flow, if you like, just a portion of the long-term savings. So yeah, whilst I can look back and say, I should have bought 100 sovereigns or 200 or 300 sovereigns when the price was £230 each, I didn't know that, and the money that I've invested elsewhere has done a lot better than that. So, I'm not upset, I'm not worried, and a lot of people, they want the average of the stack to go down over time, which to me is a bit of a strange one, because whilst I do want to keep my average cost down, I do hope it goes up over time, obviously, to keep up with things like inflation and to obviously outperform, money sat in the bank. So over time, I do hope my cost average of sovereigns ends up like £500 or £600, because that means that obviously my stack is worth more. And yeah, it will mean I'm buying at higher prices, but it obviously show that gold is going up. And as inflation continues, at different levels over time, that will, that will be a good thing really, because it means it's keeping up. Yeah, sure, if I could start buying them at £200 again, that would be great, but nobody's selling them at 50% below spot, unfortunately. And if you are, let me know. Obviously, I will be checking those quite carefully. So yeah, we've got a range of sovereigns today. I've just been flicking through. I tried to bring one of each portrait that I have. So 1900, this should be a Veilhead Victoria. Now, I don't have any of the pre-Victoria heads yet, but I do keep an eye out. They're just rather large premiums, so for a mere stacker like myself, I just prefer to buy the best value ones. So most of these have come from best value. Some I have had a choice of dates where it's been like, best value George or best value Victorias. But, on the whole, you can get nice coins from best value. It just depends, it entirely depends. I had some recently from Bullion by Post. They were all 2013s and 2019s. That's just what they were. I've had, Victorias, I've had young heads, I've had old heads, I've had Jubilee heads, I've had George Zeds, etc. So you can never really tell. And part of the fun, when you are trying to do a date run, like I'm definitely not trying to do, it is a bit annoying getting duplicate dates, but if you're going to start paying extra for dates, it's going to cost you a lot more. So I think just buying the best value is the ideal. And on the odd times where you might get, if you've got a local coin shop and you might get a chance to choose some dates, then by all means, go for it. Choose the dates you like. But otherwise, best value is the way for me. And another option is perhaps the current year sovereign. So at the moment, we've obviously got the Memorial Sovereign. Soon we'll have the 2023 Sovereign, maybe even before this video comes out. But, if you're picking these up when they're released, they aren't such great premiums. They might be a bit more than the best value, but they're not that bad. Maybe a few pounds more. So it can be a good option to pick those up whilst they are new and fresh. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. I'll talk soon.